this video, I'm going to share 5 valuable tips and lessons that helped me achieve my dream life. Retiring at the age of 25, having multiple sources of income. I travel the world. Right now I'm in Thailand. I do what I want, whenever I want, without no boss over my shoulder, and living my dream life. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Now, one of the most common mistakes I see people make, it's not actual mistake. It's more of an emotion, and it's actually fear, because most people fear that what happens if I try and fail. But let me tell you this, every single successful entrepreneur, chef, actor, football player has failed more times than you even tried. You see, we're being taught in school that failing is failure, and that's not something positive. But failing is actually something positive. You need to change your perspective around failing, because what failing basically is learning. If you replace the word failure with the word learning, then you learn. You try that new business and something didn't work out. Good. You learned something new. Next time you're going to be smarter, wiser, and you probably will get it done because your success rate go up. For me, the first business I tried was a flop. And the second one, a complete failure. And my third venture didn't work out good as well. But I just kept going until I found my niche and the thing that I'm good at. It took me 5 to 7 different ventures until I found it. And when I did, I doubled down and I managed to actually capitalize it. But I needed to fail that many times in order to learn what I know now. Because quite frankly, if I was presented with the same opportunity that I got when I got it, I possibly wouldn't even take it. Maybe not be educated enough to actually succeed in what I do right now. So I had to fail as a person in order to grow and become the person that can capitalize on that opportunity. And I have this great quote, all works, either for you or on you. Fuck others. The second thing is fuck others. Fuck what other people are thinking about you. Fuck what other people are talking about you. Fuck others. You need to understand that in this life, you're number one. Not me, not your mother, not your father. It's you. It's your life. Now, I don't tell you to not care about anyone else besides you. That's not the point. But you need to understand that people don't talk about you. And even if they do, their opinions hold no value, because most people don't start that new thing or that new venture because they're afraid of other people's reaction and what will other people will say about them. You see, we have this idea in our head that if we start something, someone will say something about it and we care, or that we might be perceived as cringe or weird. But I'm here to tell you that most people don't actually care, and the ones that do and will make fun of you, they're not your friends anyway, so you don't need to impress them. And quite frankly, every time I started a new venture, I only got support from the people that I care, and the people that didn't support me, I just moved on, because you don't need to worry about those people. They're not your friend and you don't need to impress them or take care of them, so they're irrelevant. See, life is like a video game, and we all get one character to play and max. And the entire map is filled with NPCs that you can approach and talk with. But in the end of the game, you're the main character. So do what works best for you, not for others. For me, when I started posting content online, it was really weird. Some people laughed at me, some people supported me. Really, but honestly, I really don't care what other people think. This is what I want to do, and that's the reason I'm doing it. Sharing the most valuable lessons I have learned around the way in order to actually help other people and inspire other people is my goal right now. And whenever I get a message from someone that I actually helped him in his life, I get like fulfilled with joy and happiness. And that's worth it for me. Think like an athlete. You are in a 24/7 game. It's relentless. Success requires you to push your mental and physical capabilities to the edge. While a typical athlete career span about 10 years or something like that, our lifespan is basically 70 to 80 years, which is a couple of times that. And we don't get an off season as well. But with that being said, we do need to look at athletes and actually pick some things that actually do good But with that being said, we must master two things that athletes master and become the best at, which is rest and recovery. You see, in order to stay on top of your game, you need to master these two things. Because if you don't get adequate recovery and rest, you're going to burn out. You will suffer from stress, anxiety, and all your work will be a lower quality work. And that will not help you achieve your life goals. Every single athlete knows that in order to keep his A game, he needs to train good, eat good, and recover and rest good as well. That means 8 hours sleep, rest in between sessions, and getting dedicated rest periods. Your body is a machine, and like every single machine needs to be well maintained. Because if you don't pull fuel into your car, you're not going to be able to drive. And if you're not going to change the oil in your car, it's going to run down eventually. If you're not sleeping good, eating healthy and balanced diet, working out, and getting sunlight, that will eventually catch up to you and will ruin your progress in the long run. Personally, for me, it helped me decrease my stress and increase my output in work, life, and basically it made my life better overall. Now, I don't want you to get all caught up in mental masturbation and trying to optimize every single thing about your life. That's not the point of this point. Just make sure you're eating healthy, working out several times a week, get adequate sleep, and that's basically it. Avoid cheap thrills. Did you notice that in the last year, it's actually more difficult to focus on one thing? You probably find yourself opening TikTok and then just like 1 or 2 hours goes by and you haven't got anything accomplished, right? I'm here to tell you that's no coincidence. You see, social media platforms are competing on our attention, making it harder and harder for us to focus on what really counts in life. Every day we're being shown thousands and thousands pieces of content that engage with our brain interest and manage to keep us on their platforms. And it's not only that, it's the food we eat, the sugary candies, the video games, the TV series. It's all that cheap dopamine that actually ruins our lives. You probably heard of it. It's a neurotransmitter in our brain. It's basically your reward center. It dictates your mood, your attention, how you feel, motivation, and so much more. And these companies have figured that out. They figured out they can provide us with cheap dopamine and actually keep us on their platform, consuming more and more content. You see, back in the day, in order to achieve the same amount of dopamine, you would need to go on a hunt a deer or something like that, and feed your entire family, which makes us more inclined to do the actions that we don't need to do. For me, whenever I want to accomplish something big in my life, I usually delete my social medias or just limit them for 10 to 15 minutes a day. I take my phone and I put it on silent mode, and actually I go one step further and make my phone grayscale, which is black and white. That way I remove any distraction I have from my workspace, and that helps me tremendously to actually accomplish my goals. Because when you remove the cheap dopamine from your life actually becomes better, because you start enjoying doing the hard things in life that actually increase dopamine in the long run. There is this one quote I heard: give them bread and circuses and they will not revolt. And it basically says it all. The journey. One of the most important things is learning to trust the journey and actually enjoy the process. You see, most great things take time, and they actually take a lot of time. Getting in shape, hitting that financial mark, running a marathon. These are not overnight things that can be accomplished. You need to put in time and effort and compound it in order to accomplish those things. You need to put in the reps every single day, because every single day is another step towards success. Us as human beings and as high achievers want to accomplish more in life whenever we get the chance to. It's only when you reach the summit that you actually look in the other mountain and see there is another summit to conquer. Regardless, you need to understand that good things in life take time, and you must enjoy the process and the journey. So pick a journey that you are actually going to stick with and you enjoy doing. Chase what intrigues you, not what intrigues others. It's your life and your goals as well. We only get one shot at this thing called life, so you might as well just try. For example, if you want to get in shape and you don't like going to the gym, you might try calisthenics, you might try Pilates, yoga. It doesn't matter what you do. What matters is it's going to get you in shape. That's your goal. But it doesn't matter how you get there, because there are many paths towards one goal, and you need to pick one that you actually enjoy doing. The man who likes to walk will walk further than the man that likes the destination. For me, I started working out when I was 14 years old in order to get in shape and impress other girls. I'm being honest. But along the way, something changed and I actually started enjoying the process. I started enjoying seeing results and seeing differences in my body composition. I started enjoying going to the gym and meeting friends there, and I started enjoying hitting new PRs and improving my life. It started to be about something else, and that's the only reason I've been able to stay consistent with it for the last decade. I hope this video motivates you to actually take that first step, no matter how small that might be, to actually start going all in on that one thing. I highly encourage you to take action now, no matter how small that is. Even if it's signing up for that one thing you wanted to do, or just picking up the camera you always wanted to shoot photos with. It doesn't matter what it is. Just start with baby steps and build momentum as you go. If you enjoyed this video, I will highly appreciate if you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you on the next one.